Hey everyone, welcome back to Adam Theory, where we talk about startups, investing, and life in general. Today, I want to do a quick video on what you need to consider before you quit your day job and start building your company. Okay, so you've got your idea and you're passionate about the topic and you see an opportunity that you want to run after. Now, before you sink your life savings into this new passion project of yours, you need to do some things that don't cost you any money and also don't require you to put your 2 weeks notice in. The first thing you need to do is get on the World Wide Web and start Google searching your potential startup idea to see if there's any competitors, see if other companies are already doing what you're looking to do or something similar. If there are competitors or potential competition, you need to ask yourself a follow-up question. Is what they are doing solving the problem the way you want to solve it? Or is your idea just reinventing the wheel? Sometimes your idea is already being done by someone else, and that's just the game of life. Look, it doesn't mean you can't enter the market and try to take market share, but it does mean you will most likely have a tougher hill to climb. What generally ends up happening when there are multiple companies trying to solve the same problem is the following. It becomes a race to the bottom. And what I mean is this. If there are companies that are all providing the same general features, then the only place where they can compete with one another is on price. And when that's the case, the strongest company, aka the ones with the deepest pockets, try to outlast the others. Or in other words, the Walmart approach. Drive down prices and wait out the less established competition. So you have to ask yourself, are you going to enter the game with the same features as every other player, or are you bringing a cheat code to give you an advantage that they don't have? Unfortunately, passion might not be enough. What I would recommend is that you look for opportunities that are competitor free, where the competitors that exist are legacy players that have been doing it the same way forever, and it's ripe for innovation. These are generally the areas that are considered blue skies or blue waters. With all that being said, I've been wrong before, and I'll certainly be wrong again. I know there are plenty of companies that have gone out and done exactly what I said will be difficult to accomplish. So, if you still feel compelled to do it and move forward, more power to you. After you've done your soul searching and faced your fears of searching for someone else already building what your dream is, you can move on to the next stage of due diligence. And that is asking a lot of questions. And I mean a lot of questions. Interview a lot of customers. When I say interview, I mean listen. Don't lead the suspect, and don't spend 80% of the time talking at them. You want to spend 80% of the time listening to them. Sit down with the people who you think are going to be your customers and will open their wallet to pay for your product or service when it's ready. And see what frustrates them in their world. See where they take the conversation. They may allude to your area of interest naturally, or they may focus on something completely different. But you want to know what they find to be pain points. And after you've had a chance to hear them out, you can bring up your thesis. Not your solution, but mention to them what you think you've seen as a problem and see if they agree. This is extremely important. Do not tell them what you are building. Tell them what you think is a problem that you want to solve and see what their reaction is. You want to propose the problem and see what they say. See if your assumptions line up with their realities. Don't just go out there and blurt out what you're building and ask them if they think it's a great idea. Humans will generally tell you what you want to hear because they don't want conflict. As you're in the interview process, just remember to ask why. Ask them 5 times. Drill down deep into whatever topic they go down. Why is that? And why do you feel that way? And why do you think that is? Why? I think you get my point. Interviewing is an art, and it's not something that most people are good at right away. It takes time and practice. So I recommend you interview a lot of potential customers. And then, when you feel like you've interviewed enough, interview a few more. I also think if you have an opportunity to observe quietly the interactions of your potential customers with their customers, you can learn so much about the potential needs that you're trying to address. It's super underrated, and so if you have a chance to observe silently, I think you should do so. Research simply by observing quietly and taking notes. The last thing you should consider doing when you're deciding on starting a company is to understand the market size of what you're chasing. There's no wrong or right answer, but you want to know if you're solving a problem with $1 million, billion, or $1 trillion opportunity. It'll help you understand how you're going to want to build your business and fund your business. But that's a topic for another video, so I'm just going to stop here for today. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the content. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and share it with a friend. I know, I'm being ultra needy, but every little bit helps as I try to grow from 100 subscribers to 1,000. You're in on the ground floor of this content creator's journey, and I'm super grateful for your support. Thanks again for joining me on Adam Theory. Stay curious, ask questions, and build your theory. Thanks.